Hello， 各位好。咁我而家咧就嚟到一個叫 Stamford Schools。
我哋咧就去完睇佢哋嘅sports 設施啦，幾 impressive 嘅。個籃球場有3個咁大啦。咁另外咧最 impressive 咧就係佢哋嘅小學咧都有一個25米嘅泳池。
The joy of living in Stamford is you've got so much choice here. So there is every kind of food you can imagine. There is.
如果大家想知多啲呢類型嘅資訊嘅話啦，記得 CLS 翻我哋呢個 channel。
今次我哋嚟睇嘅呢就叫做 Stamford Schools， 咁佢嗰陣時呢有一個比較長啲嘅名呢，就叫做 Stamford Endowed Schools。以前男校嚟嘅，而家男女。我哋今日會睇嘅呢，就包括咗佢哋嘅 Junior School 啦，佢哋嘅 Sixth Form 同埋佢哋嘅 Senior School。咁我哋繼續行下先。環境真清幽啊嚇！我哋咧就其實就出咗嚟Stamford， 咁就呢一度就係啱啱去佢嘅火車站嘅範圍嚟嘅。咁咧呢個學校咧，我而家咧就喺佢哋嘅6年班嘅班房門口啦。咁今日咧係因為係 World Book Day， 咁所以咧如果真係影到學生嘅話咧，佢哋就會係有唔同嘅打扮啦。譬如話今日我見到有隻復活兔喺度彈下，應該係唔係復活兔嚟嘅？應該係 Alice in Wonderland 嗰隻兔仔嚟嘅。咁另外咧，我哋就而家咧，你見到咧，亦都係有呢個好靚嘅門啦，都係 dress up 晒嘅。後呢個咧應該大家知啊 ，Hobbit 咁啊，大家都知呢一個小説嘅。今日我哋嚟睇嘅咧就係佢哋嘅Junior School 啦。咁佢嘅 Junior School 咧係由小1至到小6啦，咁亦都有 boarding 就係由小4至到小6嘅。咁之後我哋就會咧去佢嘅 Senior 中學部。咁另一個特別嘅點咧就係佢哋嘅 Sixth Form 咧係完全 separate 嘅。今日好早出門口，如果我講面太殘嘅話，大家見諒啊！ 我哋咧就去完睇佢哋嘅sports 設施啦，幾 impressive 嘅。個籃球場有3個咁大啦。咁另外咧最 impressive 咧就係佢哋嘅小學咧都有一個25米嘅泳池。咁另外一樣嘢佢哋比較特別咧，就係佢哋啱啱嚟到嘅時候咧，佢哋啲學生玩個 water polo 啊！大家有冇玩過啊？我一定係未玩過咯。咁14個學生對5個老師睇住佢，咁個師生比例係真係唔錯嘅。我哋咧就啱啱去完小學部啦，咁亦都見咗佢哋嘅校長啊 Will， 係 first name。咁幾 interesting 嘅，其實間學校咧真係大喎，1500人，小學部280人，咁啊算喺英國嚟講咧係一間比較大嘅學校嚟嘅。係啊，因為我哋之前我諗我之後咧有啲片啦，大部分嘅學校都係400零人左右。咁所以我又覺得真係大喎。好，我等埋阿 Candy 翻嚟先。咁而家咧，我哋咧就由小學部咧就去中學部啦。而家咧就嚟到個 Stamford Sixth Form 啦。咁你會見到啦，其實我哋啱啱咧就係 all the way 咁樣行過嚟啦。嗰個學校係直情係融入咗喺嗰個 town 裏邊咯。嗰度係個 music school， 而家我哋就嚟到 Sixth Form Centre 啦。咁其實咧
如果你睇翻 Stamford School 個歷史咧，佢係原本係男校同女校分開嘅，咁跟住之後大概5年前合併之後就變咗男女校啦，就決定將呢個女校嘅原本位置，我哋今日啲中文好唔得啊嚇！原本位置咧就變咗去一個 Sixth Form Centre，佢哋係可以收到差唔多400幾人嘅學生嘅，咁同埋因為其實我覺得 Sixth Form 咧係真係需要有佢哋自己嘅空間啦，因為佢哋有 free lesson 啦，要自己做温書啦，咁我覺得呢一度係幾唔錯嘅一個自己空間嚟嘅。咁呢度咧就係佢哋個 study area 啦。咁其實佢哋咧就將個 sixth form 就分開咗嘅。咁變咗到呢一度咧係純粹俾 sixth form 用，即係淨係2個年級嘅啫。我哋咧而家就嚟到咧佢哋嘅 food and drink 嘅家政堂啦，係咪中文叫家政堂啦 ？If you love cakes, if you love baking, this machine， 哦，呢個真係好貴。喺 Stamford School 啦，佢哋咧就有5間 boarding house 嘅，之前已經提過噶啦，就係佢哋已經咧就係男女合校，所以女仔嘅比例比較少。今日我哋見到嘅咧就係一間女仔嘅 house， 暫時嚟講佢哋咧就係由 Year 11至到12，嚟緊 Year 13咧都會喺 Welland House 噶。咁當我睇嘅時候啦，大部分嘅房間咧都係 share， 可能係2個至3個女仔 share 左右。呢度咧而家影緊嘅咧就係都係佢哋嘅 town 嘅範圍嚟嘅，咁不過因為佢哋嗰個學校好似歐平衡咁樣咧，就係喺佢先嗰個 town 度，咁變咗做咧你一路行咧都係佢學校範圍。我唔知我行咗幾遠啊，喊。咁我呢一邊又係學校啦，
Be where Aiden is,
Okay.
and then you've got the girls there. So
Okay.
7 to 10.
Oh, very good.
Yes， 咁呢個就 Year 8啦。我覺得第一件事，點解啲男仔執床叻啲嘅？係啦。咁同埋咧都幾 private， 即係你呢一度唔會睇到呢一度嗰個人啊。咁跟住呢一間房就係3個人。後邊咧就係佢哋嗰個 Stamford School 嘅叫做室外嘅草地球場啦。英國嘅草就係好靚啊嚇，唔係 XX 大球場咁樣啊。咁咧呢度咧就其實有3個 football pitch 啦。咁另外咧就係亦都係可以做 cricket 嘅。 咁我身後邊呢一個玻璃嘅咧，就係佢哋嘅游泳池。咁不過咧，全部都係呢間學校嘅。我哋繼續轉。呢度就係咧男仔嘅 boarding house，咁佢哋咧就係分 year 嘅。咁呢一個咧就係啱啱佢哋嘅 year 11、12嘅 boarding house 啦。咁跟住我哋轉。好，咁咧喺後面身後邊呢一度係啦，係呢度。身後邊呢一個啦，就係佢哋另外一個男仔嘅 boarding house 就係 year 7至10，隔離咧就係女仔。我哋就轉，跟住咧就係咧見到咧，呢度係呢度轉，咁就係佢哋嘅 library 啦 ，dining hall。我好攰啊！我今日9點鐘開嚟，跟住我而家就嚟2點半都未行完啊！佢仲問我哋去唔去翻去嗰個游泳池喎。咁不過咧係珍寶嚟嘅，真係。
Stamford School 咧，其實學生人數咧都係相對比較多㗎。而家呢一刻咧係有1200人，佢哋嘅學生咧就係由2歲至到18歲不等。佢哋成日話自己係一個 hidden gem， 我亦都係非常贊同㗎。因為喺香港嚟講啦，好多人可能聽到附近嘅學校，例如 Oakham、阿平衡咁不過咧可能就未聽過 Stamford School。自己去完個感覺係，如果你想要一間好本地嘅學校，亦都考慮到 BNO 移民嘅話咧 ，Stamford School 絕對係一個好選擇。
Thank you for having me. Yes, so if you can introduce yourself and talk about what you do before coming to the school.
My name is Andy Murphy, and I'm the head of boarding here at Stamford. I've been here for 10 years, which is a fantastic amount of time. My children have been up and gone through the junior school here, and we're very happy here. Before I was at Stowe, which I was a housemaster at Stowe, and before then I was at Felsted, which is another boarding school in Essex. Why do I love boarding? Yeah, why have I stayed here so long? Because we are part of a very safe and reassuring town where you can go to the shops, you don't have to get in a taxi, you don't have to get in on a bus, and you are part of the community. We work really closely with the community. So our children here are arranged into houses by their age group. We don't have a vertical house, so what we do is we have Key Stage 3, which is year 7, 8 and 9, so 11 to 14 in one house, and then we have 15 and 16-year-olds who are Key Stage 4 in another house, and then we have year 12 and year 13, which is our sixth form, they're in another house. And what it means is it allows them to be their own people, and they all have chances of responsibility, which is great.
Do you come from the junior house as well, from the junior school?
Yeah.
So how young can they come in?
Of the junior house here is that we have them from 7 years old.
Wow.
And we do have overseas pupils who are 7 years old, but it's a small house, just 20 children in the house, and it's like one big happy family. Home from home, which is really nice. So we go from 7 years old all the way up to 18 years old.
I see. Because like in here, the school is actually inside the town.
Yeah.
Does it have an impact on the boarding communities?
Yeah, I think it's a really positive. So some boarding schools are in the middle of nowhere, and what we find is Stamford Town and Stamford School are blended together, and we work with each other, and the pupils, you'll often see them moving across the site safely. They're all branded up in their Stamford kit, and the town benefit from the students being around. We don't have school on a Saturday morning, so the great thing is you can go into town, you can go to Starbucks, you can hang out with your friends, but there are also clubs, and there are teams, sports and fixtures going on. On a Sunday we have chapel in the morning. It's a great way of getting everyone together, and then we go off and we do a really nice trip, which might be off to London or to Birmingham or to the theatre.
Because today we come in on a day where everyone is wearing a sports kit.
Yeah.
But my school always have Wednesday afternoon free, but it's different here, right?
It's different here. So what we do is on a Tuesday and a Thursday we collapse the school at lunchtime. So no lessons on a Tuesday or Thursday, and instead you can do sports, or you can go and do cookery, you can do a short course in psychology or in languages, whatever you want to do, but you're doing something. And the idea is that because we let you wear the sports kit on a Tuesday and Thursday, it saves time, you don't have to get changed. But on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday, you look really smart in your school uniform. So very important.
Thank you. I think everyone loves is our Chinese student loves the food. Can you describe the food in the school and also in the town? Because we were talking about your previous school, and we talked about the only takeaway is Domino's and that Chinese takeaway.
Yeah.
So there are more choices here, right?
Well, the joy of living in Stamford is you've got so much choice here. So there is every kind of food you can imagine. There is Domino's, McDonald's, all those kind of things as
McDonald's?
well. There is a McDonald's here as well.
I also hear you have a Starbucks here.
Starbucks, Costa, Nero, you name it. We have got every kind of coffee that you possibly want. We have got, I think, 5 different Chinese restaurants.
Okay.
We have got 6 different Indian curry restaurants. There's steak houses, but it's still small. But the food in school is really good, and you'll be fed lots, so don't worry. But also within your boarding house, there are facilities where you can make your own noodles and make your own rice if you want, on top of. But to be honest, Stamford's got everything.
Okay, thank you so much for today.
Thank you. It's really nice to meet you.
Yep.